to go over, check the house. You're waiting. It says live, but I see no picture. Stream health is healthy. I'm just waiting. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's the dude. Already have a like. Alright, there. Looks like I have a picture. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Like, YouTube is not sharing. Alright, we are live, it looks like. Okay. Well, we're going to get into this build. We have the... I can't... Okay. There we go. I can kind of see everything now. Welcome, Aaron. Doesn't look like we'll have without us here today. But we are going to get into this smaller build. I did get the maximum of 2, but I'm only going to build 1 today. A small little set that I've been waiting for. UPS actually kind of lost it for a minute, but they were able to find it and get it to me all for today. It got delivered to the middle of the US where I don't live. But I am going to use the thumb tab. I know that might break some people's hearts, but on this build, it's just a little bit easier. But yeah, anyway, welcome everyone. Welcome. Stick the box off to the side. It does have a very tiny 20th anniversary of the 2003 Clone Wars logo right on the side there. But I'm excited to get into this. You get the brand new visors in blue. And it looks like the macro binoculars are going to be in the bag. And the bags are not numbered. And then we get... I can't see what... and we get the rendered on the white background. You know, very environmentally friendly, but I do miss having the box art on there. And they have all the bad renders of that officer with the antenna in the wrong place. Not a big deal. Oh, actually, the render on this one has it in the right place. It's only on the box art. It looked... but that, speaking of that, that's the first minifigure we're going to be building here. So we'll open these bags up and kind of get into this. But how is everyone doing today? Oh, hi Without Us. I didn't think that you'd be here. Oh, I'm definitely happy to see you here, even if you can't stay for long. I am happy that you're here. So, but came to say, well, thank you for coming and saying hi. Hopefully dropping a like before you go. Yeah, the mandolin brickheads are pretty cool. I'm putting the wrong legs on. Yeah, I got the Lord of the Rings brickheads as my first brickheads. I'm planning on live streaming those next week. I'm gonna try to do more streams this year. Last year I was doing about one a month, and already in January I've done, this is my third, so I might go for a fourth for next week, and then maybe take a week break, or I'll take a gap week next week because I can't stream probably on Tuesday or Wednesday like I have been. Yeah, tease it. I'm not really into brickheads either. But I got my first one and I haven't built it yet, so I'm excited to see whether I like it because I'm a little unsure about it. But with Lord of the Rings coming back, I wanted to show my support to Lego that they should be making the play sets, and they're doing what they did. That's a very good question. You could have a small army. I think that the original 501st is better for army building because these are more specialists. Now you could mix and match some of these guys, and you'd have like a lot of their helmets are like you could mix the officer with the heavy legs or anyone else's legs, and it would make a yeah. I mean, it definitely. I collected two, and I might buy a couple more. And I'll probably army build with these guys. But I don't think that everyone wants to have specialists. But you can just take off their antennas or make them look. They could just kind of be unique clones with different paint jobs. Or kind of whatever you want. They can definitely be used for army building. And that is their primary. I think that they're not as good. Yeah, oh, if they're trying to make a Battlefront 2 based army, then yeah, absolutely, they can use this one. And this goes really well with that 501st set that from 2020 as well. So if you have that, these would combine really nice with that. I have 4 of them, so I will be getting a couple of these to go with that. And they'd go out if you're building a clone base or something like that. They would work well for that. For the most part, they're pretty good. They're good looking minifigures. You can also, like I said, you can kind of mix and match them a little bit to make different. So you could have one set that's as the instructions intended, and then on the next set you could start mixing and matching if you want, and have them all kind of be like unique looking clones. Like obviously they're gonna all have the same face, but you could do something like that. But okay, the purpose definitely is army building, and I think they are going to be good for that, depending on what you're going for. Like if you're going for just regular like 501st from like episode 3, then these aren't gonna be your. Am I 6? Yeah, I'm really. I know I'm really close to that. I thought I was 7. So if I gained another one, whoever that was, thank you. Yeah, I'm 6 or 7 away. I'm really, really close. That's been my goal for a long time. I was hoping to do it by now, but maybe by the middle of this month. So I know I'm pretty close. Here. Um, I I do. I just don't think it was a priority. I don't really have. I'm much more into the prequels and clone sets, so those kind of take priority for me. but I think I would like a TIE bomber. At some point, I might wait till it goes on sale. And I bought $60 worth, $65 worth of Lego. Instead of just getting the TIE bomber, I got 3 sets. But it does look really good. A pretty good set for this January wave. There, we got that macro binoculars. They look really good, even though they are just kind of plain. I really like these, and you do get a set of extra ones, so you could have a few different people with macro binoculars. But we got those minifigures out of the way. Oh, except I didn't build the heavy backpacks. Alright, I need to figure out a solution to hold this open. There we go. Which are just a single brick, which you probably can't see. But I totally forgot to put these on. So I got to go take apart my heavies for a second and put. Yeah, May 4th is probably a good time to buy it. Although you're going to want to jump on that. Well, depending on what kind of sets. We are getting a bunch of May sets, so maybe you'll, with it being out for like 5 months, you'll have a little bit of an advantage there and it won't like sell out. But yeah, so I often save sets to buy on May 4th as well because I want to take advantage and get the promos and whatnot. But usually I am too late and I miss out and I'm buying nothing. As the sets that I wanted sold out before I got my hands on them. So that's one of the things from May 4th. Just to kind of be aware of. Yeah, I just love the Empire. Like, it's a nice looking ship. And that Rey Sloane looks pretty good. It's definitely an odd character, not everyone would know. And I like that Lego's taking a risk there. And it has the newer Darth Vader too, so that's always good. He's coming in that version of Darth Vader's coming. Like this is his 3rd set, I think, and you got a nice looking TIE pilot. All very cool things to get in that set. I haven't personally bought a TIE fighter since the one I got in like 2003. Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been more sets. I'm holding out hope though. I'm hoping that we get some more clone sets later this year. I'm hearing, and a lot of people are hoping and thinking that we're getting a gunship. I will wait until I see some proof in the rumors, like more details other than its prices and pieces. I'm waiting on that. I will report on everything, of course, but I'm waiting to really find some proof that I can fully believe in. And I'm hearing that some clone sets are retiring at the end of this year, like the Republic fighter tank. I know the tank build, but it has some really cool looking minifigures. And supposedly, it's going to be retiring. Not too much, Aaron. Just started the build. I built the minifigures, and that's kind of where we're at. I was just mentioning that some sets are retiring earlier than I think that they should, but like I don't know. Yeah, that could be due to the. I don't know if it has anything to do with the Super Battle Droids issue, which I personally have never had, but apparently it's an issue where the Battle Droid legs and arms have been breaking, so they haven't made those in 10 years. I don't know if that's why they're not making Super Battle Droids right now, or Separatist sets. When was the last Separatist set? Does anyone remember? Was that 2019 for like the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith? Were those the last ones? Because I feel like that there was like maybe one set that year, and that was like the last one, and that was like 4 years ago. Yeah, at this point, almost 4 years ago. 2020, there was an AAT, right? Oh, that's a very good question. I do not know. I kind of miss the old 2000 design, honestly. But they did have a good one, a decent design. I feel like somewhat recently, like 20. When was the last time we got one? Was it 2013? A big buildable. Now that is something I would buy. A buildable. Uh, they they did a tech. Wait, no. Yeah, in the 2000 Technic line, they did a buildable Droideka. Yeah, you did, Aaron. Congratulations on that. It's it's a long journey just to reach that far, but you're doing good. Uh, uh yeah, I think it was like 2000, 2002, somewhere in there, that Lego did the Technic line of sets where they had buildable kind of figures that are much different than the buildable figures that came out a few years ago. And they did like a super battle droid, and they had a battle droid. They had a droideka. They had C-3PO and a stormtrooper. And that might have been the first buildable R2D2 as well. All kind of around like that 2000 to 2002. But I'm right there with you guys that I'd like to see some Separatist sets come out. Yes, TZ. I definitely hope that we see something soon. I'm hopeful on it, but I don't know if it's happening anytime soon. Every year we just go not hearing any rumors on it, and it just doesn't happen. But maybe Lego will figure something out and give us one in the next couple of years, I hope. Let's see. Yes, a big congratulations to Aaron's House of Legos for reaching that 100 subscribers. Right, now we are building just 2 legs. Just building the 2 legs. And they go this side. Yeah, Ben, I bet it does. Yeah, you're talking about the September and August summer waves of this year? 'Cause I hope so, but I'm not really sure. I'm definitely waiting to see what kind of happens. I know the second wave of January sets are coming in March, and they're mostly going to be Mandalorian season 3. Oh. You can find I was pretty sure they did that. Maybe I'm totally wrong on that. I know they did a Hailfire droid for Attack of the Clones. I thought that they built a droideka. You mean the first half of the year? I'm hoping to review this in the next day or so. I'll probably shoot it tomorrow morning. In the first half of the year. Um, yeah. I know that they already have the first half of the year kind of planned out, so I'm not sure that they'll stick to that. That would be pretty cool though, because I know that we have the 4 sets that just came out with the Tusken Raider, the Slave One, the TIE Bomber, and this set. And we're gonna get some more sets from March to May, and I forget exactly what they are, but I know there's 2 Mandalorian Season 3 sets, and I think those drop. I can't remember whether those are March releases or May. I think they're May. I know March is, if I remember right, some more adult collector kind of sets with 2 buildable helmets being Cody and Rex. And I think that there are also some of those diorama sets that we got last year. But I think one of them is the Emperor's Throne Room. But I can't remember what the other ones are. And I think there's more Brickheads. There will be some, but I'm not entirely sure. I think for Return of the Jedi sets that we're getting this year are going to be more. I think there's 2. One of them is a 5-pack of Brickheads that I can't remember who's all in it, but I think Leia is in it and Luke. We are getting a lot of shows this year. Man, it's I don't know how Lego exactly sorts what kind of sets they're gonna do based off of shows, but I feel like the shows are getting a lot of attention, and they almost need to double how many Lego sets they release for Star Wars with how many shows that we're getting, just to be able to cover a decent amount of sets at different price points. Like, we got a Bad Batch and there's no rumor. Yeah, Aaron, I feel that wholeheartedly. There are just too many sets, and I definitely want them all. Like, I want the two of the Marvel sets, and I'm gonna wait for a sale on those. Be smart with it. But man, yeah, there's just. I'm glad there's so many sets, and at the same time, there's just too many sets to choose from. Yeah, I'm not so. Yeah, I'm not sure whether we are getting a job or not. I've heard slight rumors. But I haven't seen anything that has kind of come from a reputable source. So I don't know how much validity that getting a Jabba this year actually is. But I do not own any of them. I wish I did. I sat on that 2013 one that was really good. That was a big improvement over the 2003. Even that 2003 is not too bad. But I wish I had 1 or 2 of those. And the Rancor, oh, that was a really good Rancor. Especially with that Book of Boba Fett, that Rancor price just shot right up. Even though you can't sit a minifigure on top of that Rancor, everyone wants one. Or at least they did earlier this year. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that was one of the sets, like, I was in the same boat. I mean, I knew sets retired, but I wasn't as clued into the Lego community like I am now. And I didn't really pay attention much. So, sets that I wanted kind of retired, and I couldn't get them. This goes. No, this is flipped around. This goes like this. Looking a little wonky. Oh. Well. There we go. They're all the same height now. This is definitely a quick build. An experienced bidder could. Grievous Speeder, which one? TZ, was that the? Because they've done two, if I remember right. Like the one from episode 3. I think I got the one from 2005. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of why Lego often always has a Falcon. Oh, that speeder, like the $80 one, not the wheel bike, like I'm thinking of. Okay, that $80 one with like a tack droid and Mace Windu from like there was like a Clone Wars set. And yeah, with Dauntless, I definitely think there's some sets that are just super iconic that should always be on shelves, and whether they make a new one to replace it with, but it should always have one. It's kind of what they did with the Death Star for a while. Yeah, I mean, they're still the UCS Falcon is still around. It went up to $850. I do own a B2 battle droid. I think I have a few. I'm trying to think of how many I have. I think I have like 4 or 5 B2 battle droids. Oh, you lost one. Oh, man. Hold on a moment while I turn this back on. Oh, your girlfriend has the Falcon? Which, the UCS Falcon or the Playscale Falcon, Aaron? Because the UCS is definitely expensive. That's not happening for me. I'm trying to figure out these feet. And the set is done. UCS? Yeah, that's it released at like $800. Yeah, me too. Without this, I actually own the 2019 and the 2017. As I for years I wanted the Falcons. I wanted the first it was the 2004 one was the first one that it was that and the Cloud City. And I never got either one of those. Now am I regretting not buying that $100 because those were $100 sets back in the day and they were kind of expensive. Like they were worth their price for sure, but that Cloud City. You don't like the Millennium Falcon? Yeah, I'd like the 2019 Falcon. It's not too bad. There's some space issues, I think, but overall, it's not too bad. I do not. I've sat on so many ships. I wish, and I almost got the Venator. That's one that I want to see. I want to get a Venator. I would probably buy it if it was in UCS for a decent price. But if I could get a Venator, like I found a 2008 one a couple of years ago at a decent price that I almost bought, but I got outbidded on. And I didn't want to go any higher. But yeah, if I had the OT figs, that's the one thing that I really like about it, because it can be kind of that OT, or yeah, OT. Yeah, and if you just get the original crew you could have and load it in that Falcon, you wouldn't even know the difference really. You could take out the kitchen if you really wanted to, and it's like perfect for that. I Would there be a UCS set for $200? Well, I mean, if you're talking about the rumor, yeah, the first order Star Destroyer. I I didn't realize that they had done that one. Uh, the UCS set, yeah, I don't know that they would do one for $200 nowadays because most UCS are now starting at over $200. But I I don't know what it could be. It would have to be something small, but also bigger. Yeah, it's definitely not a Venator. I don't know that a Venator would be six. Well, yeah, they did UCS Venator. It's gonna be $600 or $700. Oh, thanks, Aaron. I will. Enjoy your dinner or lunch. I don't know what time it is where you are. It's 3 o'clock my time. 3:30. Yeah. Without this, I don't think it's gonna be a Venator. I mean, the best I got is some kind of buildable figure. But even then, like we got a BD one for $100, and that's not exactly UCS per se, but more or less it kind of is. Or we got like, I'm trying to think, like we have the Starship is 800. It would be expensive. Yeah, I would agree with you. Ooh, artillery versus artillery. That would be kind of cool. Like just the artillery guns off of the Star Destroyers. Without those, I did enjoy the build. It's a very small. It took me less than a half an hour, and probably could have gotten it done in 15 minutes if I wasn't live streaming to do it. Oh, like MTT versus LAT. Oh, that would be so cool. Or like those droid cannons from the Clone Wars that they look like large spider droids. Yeah, it is Lego. It will always be fun for sure, no matter how long it takes. And that's why I like mixing up small builds with um, bigger builds because you get the like the minifigures, like definitely these smaller build sets are for the minifigures, and if you get some really great ones and you have a fun build, yeah. But I might see what I can do with a couple of these sets and see what I can come up with. I know there's been a couple things to make this better, um, but it's not a bad build, and I think I do like having that artillery kind of set. I feel like it's a little bit better for army building. You wouldn't necessarily have an army of speeder bikes per se, but I think that build you would have, like there would be like having four of these in on a clone base would make sense. Not that the speeder bikes and walkers wouldn't be, but ultimate build because you just got two. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely. It might take a while. Might take a. But I'm definitely gonna try to come up with something. You know, we'll see what I come up with. Right now, I'm working on an alternative build for the Bad Batch shuttle. Um, After I shoot that review, I'm just coming up with ideas right now. But then we'll be working on that. And then probably after that, I'll get into some of these alternate builds. But yeah. Maybe I could combine. Make an alter build that combines one of these with the original 501st. See what I can come up with like that. All right. Well, I'm done building here, so I'm probably gonna end the stream in a couple of minutes. But thank you for joining and staying up, and good luck waking up early. Get some sleep. Uh, yeah, for sure. I'm whatever I come up with. Uh, Whether I do two of these sets and then I do a build off of that, or if I do one of these and um, that, I will definitely be doing a video. See you, TZ. I'm gonna end this stream. I think everyone is kind of leaving anyway. I appreciate you all for joining me here, and I will see you in the next stream, hopefully next week or on the next video. All right, see ya. If it will end. Yes, end.